peaceful time were blessings. Challenging times is to build character. Why would I say that? I think we can all agree that the moment that we become adults, there's constantly this turbulence around the world, in a society, most of the time. And ever since I was 18, everybody's always talked about the economic. It's so bad. It's going to be financial collapse. And then we move forward 1 decade, 2 decades later, still the same things. It never stopped. And all the negativity that's surrounding in the news every single day, you just have to train yourself to keep a distance from the bad news. Because we do know that there's a lot of bad things happening around the world every single day. Overall, there's 8 billions of people on the planet Earth. So there's going to be a lot of different kind of people living in this world, some evil, some good. That was bound to happen. Not much you can do about it. But like I said, in one of my conversation when I was walking by the riverbank in a park, I said, somehow I just realized that being in that state of feeling scared, hopeless, feeling like I'm useless in the world today is not going to help me anyhow. So I just decided that it's time to move on. So I stopped watch political podcasts ever so often. That was one of my passion. I really enjoy watching the podcasts around the world, see what's happening in our Western world politically, because I want to understand how the world actually function. And I think after I understand that there are a few elite groups that control the tippy top of the world financial world, and they make the decisions every single years in the Davos and all that WEF to decide where the direction the world's gonna go. And I think that's about it. I understand that. And moving forward, I just wanted to know, what can I do to make my life better? What can I do to make my job, my work, my side hustle to get better? That's within my capabilities. Because I was just tired of feeling negative after watching all the information that's flowing in. And every day there's an update. That's how those organizations keep running, right? The news media, the new political podcast that's like blooming everywhere. Everybody is watching. But I cut myself out of that because I have graduated. And I have decided that I'm going to focus on what I can actually do on a daily basis. And I realized that I need to keep doing what I enjoy doing besides work. That's the only way to make me feel happy. I'm going to do that. But also, I'm going to keep searching for the possibilities for me to get a steady income on the internet. There's a broader market, broader opportunities. I think everybody should try, regardless of being successful or not. I think the action of trying, that not only gives you the passion, the drive, the hope moving forward, you're also change your daily routine from just observing from the chaotic world into another level of trying to do what you can today from where you are, who you are, show up as who you are right now. Try to make some difference. Whether it's friendly conversation with any stranger that you run into on the street, or a good positive conversation with your colleagues, or with some pep talk with yourself. Tomorrow morning, when you get up and when you finish work, self affirming that you're doing good today, you're going to do good today, and go for it. Make today the best that you can. Stop worrying about what's happening around the world. Not much you can do, really. You can get enough of acknowledgement of what's happening around the world. You can try to help by spreading the knowledge and words, but that's as far as you can go. Because if you're not get into the political world, actually work in a functional government facility, there's really not much that you can do. But if you are a very articulate person, it would be a good opportunities for you right now in the atmosphere to, try to have your own channel, your own media, your own opinions about what should we do to get the situation better. Try to find your own tribe to get people together. But what I'm trying to say is that this year I really realized that feeling negative by the news every day is not a good habit to keep. What's beneficial for us, everyday people, as individuals, will always be how to improve our economic situation, our skill sets, how we can level up, move forward, improve. Then once we got to where we wanted to be, let's say 6 months later, a year from now, that's when we'll be able to do more, to help, to contribute. I think that would be a good place to start. Start where we are now, start improving. That's one of the best decisions I have made this year so far, that have made me feel much lighter, happier. We need to change the scenarios of our daily lives. We need new challenges and goals to excite us, to plant the seed for a more prosperous future. We need hope. We need dreams. We need to believe that tomorrow is going to be better, no matter how challenging the times it is right now. We need hope as a human being, something to look forward to. So that's what I said, peaceful time with blessings. There were very little moments. I think after 30, your life can be completely peaceful because there's always something coming up. Your family member got sick, you have some trouble with your work, your pets got sick, yourself got sick. There's always something, you know, appears in your once peaceful life. You have to multitask a lot of the time, and we cannot be stopped just because life just not as peaceful as it used to anymore. And I think it's supposed to be hard after 30. I think the game of life itself have leveled up as well after 30. So challenging times is almost just feels so normal, and it builds character, and you find yourself getting through each hardships and troubled times, coming out of all of those moments you once thought that you're not going to make it. But once you make it, and the finish point in the end of the tunnel, you just realize how much you've grown already. Besides that, life also humbles you so much through the trials in your life. That's how you feel more connected with other people. Because that's when you realize everyone is fighting their own trial, their hardships, in their life. You, from your heart, from the heart, you just learn to respect people so much more because you have went through your own trials. You know how hard it is to struggle in between home and work and trying to balance everything and trying to keep yourself together, not crumbling down, and just keep moving forward. You realize how hard is that. You understand how strong you are, but at the same time you gain so much respect for the people around you once you realize that everyone is going through the same things in life. There's no escape. The human condition and the human experience, pretty much 90% are the same. Life and death, poverty and wealth, accidents and blessings, they all go in between everyone's life. It was never a straight line. Life is always like ups and down like that. And that's how we learn to be humble and be nice and be kind and just feel happy when there are rare, peaceful days in our lives. It just feels so heavenly. Just tiny little blessing moments in life where there's nothing happens. But regardless, I think no matter how hard the current situation is with the inflation and the economic situation, I think we all need to learn to be more capable, be stronger, be more vigilant about how we live our life wisely, and most of all, to stay grateful for all the peaceful days and the hardships. So if you ever feel alone, like you are the only one who's fighting, who's suffering, I can tell that that is so untrue. Almost every single person you know on the planet Earth is going through the same thing that you are going through, maybe in different time frame, but we all go through the same experience of sickness, of poverty, of death, of anything that happened out of the ordinary. I think that's one of the very important lessons that life have to offer, is to really humble you, to really beat you down, sometimes to the rock bottom, and from the bottom up. That's only when you realize that you're nothing, but at the same time you're everything. Life breaks you down to zero, then you build yourself up again. That gives you a tremendous faith and confidence moving forward. We cannot grow beautifully as a strong human being without all the struggles and suffers. We need those things. It is hard to bear. A lot of time it seems like we're not going to make it. A lot of times it seems like a miracle that we make it. And that's the beauty of life. The magic happens when you don't give up on yourself, when you don't give up on hope, when you just don't give up. to have the faith to believe that everything is going to be okay. Pray, ask, demands, make efforts, do the best you can, but just don't let go. A lot of times in those final moments when you feel like all hope is gone, that's when something, someone showed up to help. And that kind of joy, that kind of salvation is really something else. Only the dark can reflect the light. And light and dark, they coexist like a yin and yang. So we need hardships, we also need the peaceful times. We need them both. And that's the beauty of life. You can't live without any one of them. They are all the elements that a fulfilled life's journey should be having. So I believe as long as we don't give up, we keep trying, there's always a light in the end of the tunnel. And when there's peaceful times, we should always be grateful. And when there's challenging times ahead, that's how we build character.